Good afternoon. My name is Wes Hunt, and I'm here with my co-founders Isabel and Dave, and we are Gatsby. Gatsby is a tool that helps you find purchasing information about the things and places that you see on TV.
So maybe some people here have seen House of Cards. This is a great example of a show where it's almost hard not to notice some of the wardrobe items featured on the main characters, Frank and Claire Underwood.
Maybe you're like me, and you like watching SportsCenter in the morning, and maybe you've noticed some of the sharp suits worn by some of the broadcasters, or for example, Anderson Cooper on CNN looks pretty good too.
Or maybe you're into reality TV, and you've seen a dress on Bravo that maybe you, your spouse, or a friend would like. Or if you watch the Kardashians, maybe you've wondered what hotel, bar, or club they're frequenting this week.
Or if you're a foodie, you like watching the Food Network, you've admired maybe an appliance or maybe a set of knives you use on set. Or in this particular picture, it's a really nice watch he's wearing.
So Gatsby sees the opportunity in these ponderings, and we've created a solution that is innovative enough to change the way that you relate to and experience television.
We believe Gatsby is the modern way to consume television. It's a tool embedded into your actual digital player that you self-select when you say a product, place, or thing that you like. We tell you more about what you see, and we help you buy what you like.
So we're here today to share a little bit about our company, and what we're looking for is some feedback from both potential customers and industry experts, and we're also here to recruit for our open beta, which will be launching this summer. We're really excited to say that we're going to be partnering with a CW show called Jane the Virgin. You should all check it out, it's hilarious. And you'll see some clips and stills from that show in our demo video, which I'll show you now, and in some of the mock-ups later in the presentation. So let's take a look at the video.
Now, we know others have tried to find solutions to this opportunity in the past, and usually it's been a form of crowdsourced information on a website, but we're different in 3 ways. First, we partner with the networks, the production company, and the wardrobe designers to give our customer the most accurate and up-to-date information faster than our competitors.
Which brings us to our second major difference. Because we partner with TV networks, we're able to embed a button directly into your online video player. That means when you're watching a show and you see something you like, you can click a button that's already in front of you. This saves the time that would otherwise be spent doing a laborious Google search.
That information is then saved to your Gatsby account that can be accessed via the website or an app on your smartphone or your tablet.
Which leads us to our third major difference. Gatsby allows you to engage with your TV using 2 separate devices simultaneously. Now what I mean by that is when you're watching a show on your laptop, you click the Gatsby button because you want to learn more about what you're seeing, but you don't want to interrupt your program. Gatsby knows and connects all of your mobile devices so that when you click that button, it sends the information to your iPhone and you can simultaneously shop while you watch.
Now, the production TV environment is for lack of a better word, right? It's a very convoluted and confusing environment, and basically we spent the last 6 months trying to figure out how Gatsby fits into this very complicated ecosystem. What we've discovered, especially when it comes to the customer development piece of this, is that once we can figure out where we fit and how Gatsby can touch each individual person, then we know we can make this work. Now, we had a diagram before, but I gotta say it looks a bit like a Jackson Pollock painting, so we're gonna spare you those details. But we do want to give you the inch-deep, mile-wide version of what we're trying to do and how we fit in this ecosystem.
So in most simple terms, what we've done here is laid out the 4 umbrella categories of the players that we interact with within the Gatsby ecosystem. So starting with the studio side, for example, a costume designer works in a studio that's taping a show. She might go to a Nordstrom, for example, to buy a trench coat for her main character to wear in a very important scene. Nordstrom recognizes her as a Gatsby designer and is willing to offer her a 15 to 20% discount on her purchase. This kind of discount goes a really long way with a costume designer who's already sort of faced with a pretty small budget. The reason why Nordstrom is willing to offer her this discount is because when her trench coat is featured on the show, it gains access to a national audience of potential Nordstrom customers. Nordstrom is then able to connect with those customers through Gatsby, which means essentially Gatsby is providing Nordstrom a personalized, customer-activated form of advertising that's more efficacious and more likely to actually convert into a sale than anything that's available on the web today.
Now, back to that Nordstrom example. Let's say the customer clicks on that trench coat and is taken to the Nordstrom site. We charge Nordstrom a per-click fee, and the revenue from that fee goes back to Gatsby and then also to the network for embedding our button onto their streaming video player.
So this means the Gatsby ecosystem facilitates bigger budgets for studios, more revenue for networks, better advertising for brands, and a service for Gatsby users that's not really available today. And we like to call this the Gatsby revenue cycle.
Now, a little bit about our team. Prior to this, I served in the Army for 8 years as an Apache helicopter pilot and got out as a captain. Dave was also in the Army for 5 and served as a company commander. But what's really funny is that it took us to come to business school to find our real drill sergeant right here in Isabel. She always gets us in shape. But so you might be wondering, with an eclectic background like this, why would we be doing adventures?
You might have been wondering that until you saw his ensemble today. I swear to God, you should see his size.
Thanks. So one fun fact about us, by the time we graduate, we'll have 6 Cornell degrees, master's degrees, actually between us. So we feel like if we can navigate Iraq and Afghanistan, and of course the winters here in Ithaca, that we can figure out this ecosystem.
So thank you so much for your time and attention today. Please don't hesitate to approach us and let us know if you want to participate in the open beta, and send us an email also. And someday you will all be watching TV with Gatsby. Thank you.
Thank you very much.